I don't do business. Like I said, Sapa will make you creative. I'm a book vendor. Yes. Am I going to talk about wonderful without talking about wonderful reads? Clock it. Clock it. I am the biggest book vendor in Port Harcourt. How did I start selling books? I did not start selling books one day. In fact, if somebody had told me that I would ever be selling books, I wouldn't believe that. But there you have it. I started selling book last year, 2025. Okay. So one day I was sitting down and I looked at my shelf. In the house I have a shelf filled with books that I have read or I'm currently reading or I am about to read. So as a writer, I love books. I know they carry eye see books. I know they see if I see book, I don't collect time to read. Okay, so I just looked at it and I'm like, wow, I have a lot of books. So hey, I have a lot of books. Like, wow. I just looked at it and I'm like, as a final year student, Sapa will bring out the most creative passion of you. So in my mind, I was like, what if I rent these books? Somebody comes to, okay, wonderful, I want to read this book from you. I'll pay you so and so amount. When I'm finished reading it, I'll bring it back. It just struck me as an idea. And I was like, okay, why don't I do that? Because I had a lot of books. Like, why don't I snap a particular book, put it online, somebody sees it, likes it, and said, okay, wonderful, let me read this book for 1 week. I will pay you so and so amount. When I'm done with it, I'll return it. The Holy Spirit about it became clearer. Initially, it was just a thought, but after a while, I felt like the Holy Spirit was leading me towards that. I talked to a few people about it, a few trusted people, and they said, okay, wonderful, this was good, go for it. And I'm like, okay, fine. Just like that, I started with renting books. I initially struggled with the name of my brand because I was wonderful writes, wonderful talks, wonderful books. It was a lot of things. I talk, I read, I sell books. It was a lot. So I eventually came down to wonderful reads because I sell books. When I started renting books, I saw that instead of renting books to people, why don't I just sell books? But I had a problem. I didn't know where to, get books from and sell, and all that. But I went to God again. I needed clarity on how to go about the business like the Holy Spirit had told me. Okay. And after a while, it just clicked. I just started to tell people I sell books now. Now, this is not the first business I've done. No. Whoa. I don't do business. I don't do business. Like I said, Sapa will make you creative. I started creating content around books. And just like that, a lot of people started to notice me. Okay, she sells books. And I thank God for the kind of friends I have and the people I have in my life. They are so supportive, I got a lot of reposts, reshares. A lot of people were encouraging me. Yes. Were there times where I doubted myself? Yes. There were times where I doubted myself. Somebody came up and told me, wonderful, I don't really support this business that you are doing because people are not reading books anymore. In fact, instead of people to buy a physical copy of a book, they would rather go online and download it. There are ebooks everywhere. Nobody wants. So I was discouraged, because to a fault, it's true. Because people would rather, if a copy of book is 10,000 naira and you can just download it for how many MB in your phone, you would do that. I was discouraged. In fact, I wanted to close down my business. But the Holy Spirit told me something. He asked me, wonderful, if you were to choose between being given a hard copy of a book and downloading it online and reading it through your phone, which one will you choose? I said, obviously, I would choose the hard copy. And he said, there is your answer. That's the answer. A lot of people, it's not everybody that likes reading from phone. Reading from your phone, you will be distracted. There's a lot of distraction that comes with reading on your phone. Your phone is a distraction on its own. It has both a huge advantage and a huge disadvantage. So I would prefer hard copy book over ebook anytime, any day. Do you get? So it took me a while. I struggled with it because as a business owner, you have to have a conviction of why you want to do this business. So I struggled with it, but after a while, I made up my mind and I decided to push like never before. A hard copy book is always 10 times better than a book on your phone. Like, I know some people would disagree. Yes, I get it. Some people naturally like reading through their phone, and it's amazing. Bless your heart. But me, I will choose my hard copy over downloaded books in my phone anytime, any day, because the moment I pick up my phone, the next thing I want to do is distract myself. And these are my sweethearts. If a client comes to meet me and is like, wonderful, I need to start reading again. I was reading before, I don't know, I don't read anymore. Yada, yada, yada. They come to me with their problem. Now, first and foremost, you cannot say you have a reading problem and you read through your phone. You're not serious. You say you want to start reading and you read through your phone. You don't have a physical book. You are so funny. You know, sometimes when people come and meet you with this kind of problems, you just have to breathe in and breathe out before you answer them, so you don't sound rude. Because you cannot say that you want to build your reading habit and then you read through your phone. It's practically almost impossible, except you have extreme level of discipline. If not, get yourself some book. Get yourself some hardcover, people. Get that, okay? So a lot of people come to me with a lot of problem concerning their book, their reading habits, and everything. Yes, I accept consultation. You can always come and meet me. If you have a problem concerning book, reading, storytelling, any of that, come and meet me. I'm your plug. All right, so back to my story. I struggled with that, but after a while, I told myself, if I like reading hard copy over downloaded books in my phone, there are thousands and millions of people out there that would do the same. So I didn't relent. I kept posting my books, I kept doing things. So I kept making content around books. And as God may help it, a lot of people know Wonderful Reads. A lot of people order books from Wonderful Reads, and our business is still pushing ever strong. So that's how I became a book vendor.